It is time now for Better Money, and today we're talking about a bucket strategy for retirement planning. Joel Johnson is a certified financial planner and managing partner at Johnson Brunetti, and he's here to tell us what these buckets refer to. Most people just want buckets of money, Joel.
They want buckets of money, but we've got four different types of buckets, and they're taxed differently. So that's what we're talking about today.
Because that will lead to more buckets of money. Okay,
right.
So let's look at your first bucket, and this is, the typical taxable assets. It's the stuff you have to pay taxes on.
Right, and again, there's four different buckets. This is the first one. Taxable assets mean things like CDs, stocks and bonds, non-qualified mutual funds, any type of money where when we get income from it today, we have to pay taxes today. There's no tax deferral. This is usually good for money that we need to get our hands on real quick, or money that we might need in the short term. But again, we pay a price in the form of taxes anytime we earn interest or sell a stock or a mutual fund.
Okay, the next bucket, tax deferred assets. Essentially, that means that you are going to pay taxes, just not right now.
Right, and so we get some leverage because we don't pay taxes as the money grows. And this is, of course, your IRAs, your 401ks, 403bs, any type of retirement plan that's either through your work or if you're funding it yourself through an IRA. You get to not only deduct the taxes today out of your paycheck, but you also, the money grows tax deferred, and it can grow 30 or 40 years if you're young and you have a long ways to wait for retirement.
Okay, the next sounds like a great bucket. It's income tax free. Later on, I guess your estate would be taxed.
Right, so it's still in your estate, but not counting inheritance taxes. We're talking about income taxes for these first three buckets. There's no tax at all. If you have a Roth IRA and you take money out, if you have municipal bonds, you don't have to pay taxes on the interest. So people like tax-free income, especially if you're in a higher tax bracket. It's really good to have tax-free income. Roth IRAs are something that almost everybody should be looking at. Maybe people should convert their traditional retirement accounts over to a Roth because the Roth is tax-free forever.
Okay, so that's something that people have to determine and see if they want. But it's good to at least think about, especially if you're younger, maybe have one of each.
Yeah, a lot of people
Roth.
have overlooked it. My son Brandon, who's 28 years old, he puts all his retirement money in a Roth because that money will be tax-free forever. He doesn't earn a ton of money right now, so he doesn't care about the tax deduction to put the money in a traditional account. But now it's in a Roth. It'll grow tax-free. When he pulls the money out, it's all tax-free.
Okay, and then the next bucket would be income tax-free and estate tax-free. So this is just no taxes at all?
It really is. It's no taxes at all because we put the money into a trust that's not in our estate. So for those that have higher incomes or a higher net worth, that money goes into a trust. Not only do we get tax-free as it grows, but when it passes on to our children or our beneficiaries, it's completely tax-free. Typically, this is for people that have saved a significant amount of money, but it's important. You can also sort of control things from the grave when you put money into a trust. So there's all kinds of neat things you can do. But again, this bucket number 4 is typically for people that are a little bit more well off.
Hence when they say the trust fund babies.
It's sort of, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, but hey, you might be lucky enough to get there.
You
all right,
never know.
We have an offer for you. This is the 4 buckets brochure, and your team will be giving this out. People can get it for free. All you have to do to get Joel's offer is visit bettermoneytv.com, and people can have this sent to them.
And it's a great resource. We want every one of our viewers to get one, so make sure you go to the website and ask for the brochure.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Joel.
Thank you, Kara.
That's Better Money.